Given this thing 1984 couple of it for Arya Bosun is tenured, and I just wanted to do a blog regarding Allah Pranayama. Now, what is Allah Pranayama? Pranayama is breath regulation, and I haven't had my altar, my shrine in my room since my room's been refurbished, so I haven't been able to do it at home. But what I would advise, Allah Pranayama, Allah consciousness, is to light a candle or a diva or lamp, put some mustard oil with a cotton and a little lamp, light it so you've got the flame, the sacred flame or candle, and light an incense stick. And the duration of time you'll be doing this sort of meditation, this chanting, will be for as long as the incense stick burns. When it runs out, then you can stop. It's about half an hour. So what I want you to do is, once you light the candle, light the lamp and light the incense, I want you to take deep breaths in, inhale, exhale, and then I want you to chant Allah. And I want you to do it with a heavy bass to it, a heavy vibration, a heavy bass to the chanting, the way you could see Tibetan Buddhist monks have that deep bass in their mantra when they do Buddhist mantra, just to get into the tuning, the fine tuning of the atoms and the particles within our consciousness. So I'll give an example. So you breathe in through your nose and you breathe out your mouth. Foot there. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this pranayama, because pranayama is ancient yogic culture, dharmic culture, where it's not just in Hinduism but Buddhism and Jainism, where you regulate the breath. And so the purpose of this Allah, you could call it Allah pranayama, Allah breathing, Allah breath regulations, God consciousness, and regulating your breath while meditating Allah. The reason why I'm emphasizing Allah is because Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism many centuries ago was attacked due to the Arab and the Mongolian Islamic conquests, where due to forced conversions our percentage of our ancestors were forcibly converted by rape, kidnap, torture, beheadings, coercion, and were enslaved and frightened into modeling themselves on the house of Ibrahim Hadith from Arabia, which has resulted in centuries later descendants of those conquests. You have those who are resistors, who were raised in resistance households that held on to the ancient dharmic culture like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. And then you have those who are descendants of those conquests, of those forced conversions, who have been raised with very peaceful, loving Sufi-Fakeeri natures. Now, I still view them as our stolen moms and dads that were stolen from us, and when our stolen family have spent their whole lifetimes from birth to old age to death constantly consciously being consciously aware of God as Allah. That's what's been drawn into their head since birth. I don't want them to think that their lives have been a waste for worshipping Allah. I want them to be happy. I want them to be safe, and I don't want them to think that their lives have been a waste. So that's why I will encourage them to light a candle, a lamp, a diwa, light an incense stick, have your peace and calm, serene environment where you feel comfortable. Sit there with your posture upright and do some pranayama, breathing regulations whilst meditating on Allah, to bring clarity to your mind, to bring peace to your atma, to bring peace and a bit of just calm and serene, a bit of shanti, a bit of salam within your mind, a bit of peace within your mind. So that's not the issue here. Like I said, I don't want our stolen family who have been raised to have peaceful Sufi-Fakeeri natures to think that their lives have been a waste. I want them to think that their life has been fulfilling. Now, some of our stolen family, those are descendants of those forced conversions from so many centuries ago, have been raised to have very intolerant jihadists, very prejudicial, disgusting, extremist natures. Now, they view anything outside the covenant of the worship of Abraham as sinful, as evil, as false, as not true, because it's not written in their scripture or their code of conduct within their scripture. And they have been raised to have so much hatred and anger towards anything to do with idols, and they have been raised to attack their ancient heritage. Now, in regards to our stolen mad dog brothers and sisters, we have to put them to sleep. We're not going to wait to hear bad news that a mad dog jihadist stolen brother has hurt one of their Hindu, Buddhist or Jain brothers and sisters from the resistance households. We're going to make sure that our families get home safely, but we also have to stop the right-wing Hindus from our resistance households who view anything to do with an Islamic appearance, whether it's a skull cap, a beard with no moustache, or one of our stolen daughters who has a hijab, as something to attack or rape or hurt or persecute or discriminate against. We also have to stop the right-wing mad dog Hindus from hurting our stolen brothers and sisters who have peaceful Sufi-Fakeeri natures. Now, it's going to really annoy me if people start saying this is Islamic. This is far from Islamic. This is not Islamic meditation. This is from the triple goddesses of Allah, Al-Azza, Al-Manat, the pre-Islamic religion of Allah, the original religion of Allah, during the times of the Wathanism, where they had various demigods and demigoddesses from Al-Azza, Al-Manat, Al-Lat, and Hubal, the warrior gods, and the Dushra. So this is based on the consciousness of Allah, and Allah consciousness, and Allah Pranayama, Allah breathing, regulating breathing, whilst contemplating Allah within your atma, your soul, from the very ancient neo-pagan Arab religion. It's from that context, meaning we don't face Mecca when we do this sort of meditation. Face any direction you feel comfortable facing, and it's, yeah, that's it really. That's what I just wanted to stress. So this is more for my stolen brothers and sisters, my stolen fathers who may be feeling a bit depressed. I don't want them to hit the bottle and things like that out of depression because they realise the truth. Because some may be having identity crisis and questioning their whole existence, that they've been made to face and model themselves from religion that they've learned that has been forced on their ancestors. Some people might find that depressing, so I would sit with them, light a candle, light an incense stick, and do pranayama, Allah meditation, breathing regulations, regulate your breathing whilst contemplating and consciously chanting Allah's sacred name. Just so I want to let them know I'll always be by their side. Their son Govinda will always be by their side. Shah Khuda Sayo Shah will always be by their side and will never leave their side. And I just want them to be happy and safe. And so that's the main reason for it. So that's Gavla 84 of OSNST Limited. And yeah, so peace. So be happy.